Hello and welcome to my third and last video on $M currency earnings, the fastest ways to do it, getting the most amount of fame. Again, we are in the Formula One Series 2022 Invitationals. They are the best paying races right now, and I'm sure they will be until, well, if we get another Formula One season. I don't know. So, we're doing the Autocross at Monza, and we're going to be doing this a number of times. And you got to check out the other videos because it's just bizarre that the fastest way to do this is actually just doing this again and again and again. Check out that video. It's not very long, 3 minutes. And I run you through all that. So we're going to be doing this race. We're going to go super speed right now, 16 times normal speed. We've got to do 11 races here, all right? And I'm mashing those buttons as fast as I can. I know where the buttons are going to be appearing, so I'm sitting there just pressing the buttons like crazy to get through this as fast as possible. After we're done the 11 autocross races, as fast as I can, I'm going to get over to the 20-lap Monza race, which is the very last race in the Invitational Series. And you can easily do this without having to service at all. So that's the same for all three methods, involve just having one car. So that's very important because some people are only going to have one car. So here we go, over to tier 20, enter the race. Now, there's definitely going to be off-track cutting. If you don't like that, too bad, because this is about earning your $250,000 as fast as possible. I can do honest racing if I want to. That's not the point here. The point is, how fast can I get it, and what does that convert to as far as fame per minute, $M per minute? So yeah, that's one way to take the first chicane. I'm going to show you both ways to do that. Then we're coming up to the second chicane. And if you get this wrong, it can be disastrous. You can smash a wall horribly. So you're going to notice here a very micro lift that I made. Off-track driving is an art form you should learn. And I really can't stress that enough. Some people get really mad about it. Please remember, in special events, sometimes we are forced to drive off-track. And honestly, even in actual racing, like one of the things that people will practice is how fast can you recover from being off track? How fast can you recover from being in a spin? Because the faster you get back on track, the less positions you're going to lose. Usually there'd be a caution called. So watch this. I'm going to get back to what I was talking about, but watch this. This is the other cut, which is a lot more difficult to take. You get this wrong, you come to a dead stop and damage your car. So this is risky. Watch the micro lift. Again, I only get back on the throttle when I feel like I got control. So when you're off track like that, it's almost like it grabs you once in a while on pulses. And so if you can go in between those pulses, there I tagged the wall a little bit. You've got to watch that you don't oversteer between those pulses or the car's going to go sideways on you. And you can do a combination of lift off the throttle and then reapply it. So lift off the throttle if you start to lose traction, reapply it when you're in a good trajectory or good race line. Interesting thing is when you're off track and you hammer back down on that gas, you're going to find your car doesn't jerk around as much, but you got to wait till you're pointed in the right direction. It's not going to work. Parabolica here, man, I did end up losing it here a little bit. Obviously, we're not watching the whole race. I've got a reputation now that I don't lie. If I say it takes me 28 minutes to do a race, that's what it takes. I've done enough full-length videos for you guys to know that. If you're questioning that, I'm sorry. I've got a good reputation, well over 1,000 videos where I've shown how I do things. And I don't want to just bore you and try to find something to say for a 20-lap race. So that's why we're doing the shorter version. So that time I had to brake a little bit more, which means less of a braking point here. In fact, I just lifted. Now there's a bot on the way, so I will have to brake. Sometimes I take that corner full throttle. Most of the time I do a micro lift. And then at the last chicane here, you'll notice that I go really far to the right, very brief amount of time on the brakes, and just power through this. I can be hitting 376 before I'm on the brakes again sometimes. 375, 376, also depends on the cars. There's 376. 377 is what I can be hitting. I was wrong. And we're coming to a close. This is lap 20. I have done a lap in under 1 minute here. That includes cutting. Very difficult to do. Didn't pull it off this time. So there we go. It took me under 21 minutes to do the race. And here you can see, there's my full $250,000. So how long did that take and how much fame? Well, 25 minutes and 38 seconds from the first green light till I crossed the start-finish line at the end there. 11 autocross races at 900 each, one 20-lap race gives you that total, 1,802 fame per minute. That is pretty dang good, 9,753 R dollars per minute. Check out the other videos, please like and subscribe. Thank you for joining me today.